I got an interesting call last week. Last week, somebody called me. It was a Canadian number, and the person said, "Oh, I'm trying to reach this place." He mentioned an organization. I worked in that organization, I think maybe 15 years ago. I worked as a manager in the organization as far back as 15 years ago. And I said, "Oh, where did you get my number? I don't work there anymore." He said, "Oh, I got your number from the website and everything." So I promised to help him reach back to that organization, but I forgot. And so he started calling again. And then eventually he started telling me why he was calling that organization. So many lessons there, but that's not the point. Eventually I was able to help him reach someone in the organization. But when I called the person that I reached in the organization, they recognized me. They recognized my name. They were like, "Oh, how are you doing?" And because, I don't know what story they had about me in the organization, she escalated to the head of the hospital, the woman who owns the hospital. And guess who called me? The woman who owns the hospital called me. And she was like, "I know you tried to do so many things for us that time, but see, these are the problems." And she started talking to me. And I started giving her advice. Somewhere I worked 15 years ago. Listen, 15 years ago I didn't know much. But the little I knew, I was always sharing. I was always teaching. I was always trying to put up processes. Now that I think about it, I remember that I was doing that. Then it didn't even occur to me that I was actually, sharing what exactly it was I knew 50 years ago. And I'm telling you now, I didn't know much. But I knew a few things, right? It's poor leaders who insist on not sharing. Whenever you know how to do something, anything, you are working in a place and you are not actively making steps to make sure someone else can do what it is you do, or make sure someone else can at least replicate the outcomes that you replicate, it's weakness on your part. This is what Jesus did. In Luke chapter 10, Jesus sent 12 of his disciples. He sent them, "Go and," in fact, he told them, "You know what? I have given you power. I have given you authority." Jesus, the Son of God, had all the power. And it was very easy to say, "Oh, when you have a problem, call me. I'm going to send power and I'm going to, send the power to do so and this." But he said, I have given you all power. I have given you all authority. This was Jesus taking off the power that he had and putting it on the disciples and telling them, "Go and replicate what I can do." The information you have, the understanding you have, the ability you have to break through certain problems becomes power when you can take that and put it in some structure that somebody else can take it. In a container called the process, in a container called the system. Somebody else can take it and go and apply it to a problem, the same problem, and the problem gives way. That is power. That is how you reproduce and replicate the authority that has been given to you. Currently, I am in a dilemma in my organization. There is somebody I want to promote. There's somebody I want to put in a new position. But hey, removing that person from where he is, which is actually a lesser position, removing that person is going to, what he is already holding together is going to crumble, because there is no one that can do what he's doing. In as much as I have processes, trust me, I have systems that ensure we do not have this hero complex or this scheme process. But yet this guy has been able to, or lady, has been able to hold together what he's doing in such a way that it has become easy, it has become difficult to replace him. The moment you catch a formula, the truth is that eventually nobody can do it the way you do it. That's the truth. Because of the grace or the level of exposure you have given to the spirit in you, the truth is that nobody may be able to replicate it exactly. But allow yourself to a large degree to be replaceable so that you can get to the greater glory for which God has assigned you to be. Yeah? Talking about the place I worked in 15 years ago, this woman was telling me that, oh, when I left, so person picked up what I was doing, was able to do it, but that all those people, they have left, right? And they were not able to cascade that, and right now they are grappling. Okay, but of course I'm open to help. But this thing where you know something, you've discovered a grace in you, and you are still struggling to be the one, to be the hero, to be the star, do you realize that by not being able to replace, or by not being able to have somebody that can do what you are doing, you are stuck? You can't move. You can't be elevated. You can't get up to, because imagine Jesus was not able to move the power, move the authority he had, give it to us and tell us that greater things than he has done, we will do. If he was not able to do that, he may still be required here to fight every demon, right? To take care of every problem. We might still need him. We might have built a house for him somewhere in Jerusalem where we travel every year or every month and go and say, okay, this is the list of the problems we have. So again, why are you not reproducing yourself? Why are you not replicating yourself? It is the earnest desire God has put it in the heart of every man or every woman to have offspring, to reproduce themselves. Why do you now shut down, crush, kill off that desire? And I don't know what exactly would be the desire that leads you to want to be the only one, that leads you to hoard and keep what you know, that makes you refuse to share what you consider secrets. The secret is you. The secret is the oil of God in you. But what can be put into policies, into processes you are meant to share so that other people can benefit? I'm going to wrap it up for now. But please find ways every day. Find one or two people willing to learn, able to learn, hungry, and begin to reproduce yourself.